Hey, shalom, shalom. The water, Abba, forgive me the spirit to do this lesson. Before I begin, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim, Machaha Kodash. I want to give double honors to my teachers, the head apostles and elders of Great Millstone who will well and teach sound doctrine. Strong shalom to the hopeful elect. This is the brother Layash come. We're willing back with another edifying lesson. And we're going to touch on some prophecy. As you can see by the title, it says war is the only way to peace in the Middle East. And get a few precepts. This is Proverbs 21:1. It says, the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, Yahweh. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. So, as you can see on the screen, in the NLT, it says the king's heart is like a stream of water directed by the Lord. He guides it wherever he pleases. So right now, what is that saying? A lot of people think that, Russia's on trash because the president says so, because Putin, the leader, says so, but no. The Lord is putting that Soviet spirit back on them. Just like it says in Ezekiel, the 38th chapter. The Lord is mustering up the host of the battle, like the scriptures say. So the Lord is putting his thoughts on the different presidents, on the different leaders. It says the knot is tightening, quote from Medvedev. It says the knot is tightening in the region, with the U.S. being the main culprit behind the crisis, the former Russian president has said. Peace in the Middle East will only be achieved through a major conflict involving regional power brokers, former Russian President Dmitry Medvedev has suggested. So, going down to elaborate further on that quote, I'll keep reading. It says, writing on his Telegram channel on Thursday, Medvedev, who now serves as deputy chairman of Russia's Security Council, weighed in on the escalating tensions between Israel and Iran. And what did the scriptures say will be happening during this time? Wars and rumors of wars. You know, all these things are going to continue to happen, but the end is not yet. We know that we're closer and closer to the end each day, but a huge major prophecy that we're still waiting on is the mandatory implementation of the C to the H to the I to the P. The escalating tensions between Israel and Iran, as well as their partners and allies in the region and beyond. The knot is tightening in the Middle East, which is really Western Asia. It says, sorry for the innocent lives lost. They are but the hostages of a disgusting state, the US of A. Medvedev stated, adding, it's clear to everyone that a full-scale war is the only way to a shaky peace in the region. And that's spiritual because when I first read this statement, I thought about how all those years in King Solomon all the years in King Solomon's kingdom were achieved by the bloodshed of his father, King David. So that 40 years of peace came from, 40 years of bloodshed. But just to show this ain't our words, this is not speculation. This is prophecy being fulfilled before your very eyes. This is Joel, the 3rd chapter, in the 2nd verse. I will also gather all nations. And this is thoughts of the Lord being conveyed by the prophet Joel. It says, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Yahweh Shaphat. It's the Middle East. And plead with them, Yahweh Shaphat. That means Yahweh's judgment, Yahweh's decisions, the valley of decision. It says, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage, Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. So read this verse in the NLT. It says, I will gather the armies of the world into the valley of Yahweh Shaphat. So the two main characters in World War III, which is Russia and their allies and America and their allies, they're going to be meeting here in the Middle East. There I will judge them for harming my people, my special possession, the Israelites. And just to show you on the map, it's the Euphrates, the Tigris. Once this area dries up, we know another prophecy to be fulfilled. And Esau knows this too. The Euphrates is the longest and one of the most historically important rivers of Western Asia. Again, Elder Malcolm says all the time, Western Asia. The Middle East is a social construct. There's no such thing as the Middle East. It says, together with the Tigris, it is one of the two defining rivers of Mesopotamia, the Fertile Crescent, the land between the rivers. Originating in Turkey, the Euphrates flows through Syria and Iraq to join the Tigris in the Shatt al-Arab in Iraq, which empties into the Persian Gulf. And when you go here, chew the meat and spit the bones, in Christianity, in the Christian Bible, the Euphrates River is mentioned in Revelation 16 and 12, in the final book of the New Testament. Author John of Patmos writes about the Euphrates River drying up as part of a series of events that foretell the second coming of Yahushua HaMashiach. So let's go to that. Revelation 16 and 12. And the sixth angel poured out his vial upon the great river Euphrates, and these vials represent certain prophecies being fulfilled, destruction being held back until Yahweh Bashim Yahushua sanctioned it to go forward. It says, and the water thereof was dried up, that the way of the kings of the east might be prepared. Right, so Russia and his armies can fight against America and their armies. That's exactly what this is for. We know that this is a key indicator of the Lord's return, just like the Wikipedia link said. This wasn't the precept I was looking for, but this is a fitting one, and it's later down in the chapter. It's Joel 3 and 12. It says, let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, or Jehoshaphat. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. So, like I said, Russia and his armies, and America and their allies, they're all going to come and be judged with thermonuclear destruction and, the missiles that they shot at each other. Ezekiel 38:19 says, from my jealousy and in the fire of my wrath have I spoken. Surely in that day, what day? Of World War III. There shall be a great shaking in the land of Israel, so that the fishes of the sea and the fowls of the heaven and the beasts of the field and all creeping things that creep upon the earth and all the men that are upon the face of the earth shall shake in my presence. Right, and this is talking about the destruction from the missiles. Isaiah 24:19, it says, the earth is utterly broken down. The earth is clean dissolved. The earth is moved exceedingly. What else is going to cause that to happen? The missiles. The scripture saying, Peter, that the elements shall melt with fervent heat. This is where the fervent heat is coming from. The missiles of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage. And the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it. Right, so for the pride of this place, and for all the wickedness that's been going on, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is sending missiles. It says, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall punish the hosts of the high ones that are on high, and the kings of the earth upon the earth. So what's happening here is missiles are being shot back and forth from the ends of the earth. But the missiles that are shot that hit America are going to contribute to the lake of fire. And America is ultimately going to be a desert and not inhabited again. You can read about that in Isaiah 13, Isaiah 34, and Revelation. But the other countries, they're going to be affected by the missiles, but they're not going to be completely wiped out and destroyed like America is. So going back, Ezekiel 38:20 says, so that the fishes of the sea and the fowls of heaven and the beasts of the field and all creeping things that creep upon the earth and all the men that are upon the face of the earth shall shake at my presence, and the mountains shall be thrown down and the steep places shall fall. Exactly. Is a poetic way of reiterating what I just read in Isaiah 24. All this is going to happen due to the missiles being shot back and forth. And every wall shall fall to the ground. I got another one. This is the only way peace can be achieved. Is let's see, select which one I want to go to first. This is Jeremiah 50:9. It says, for lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country. So the assembly of great nations is Russia and its allies, the BRICS nations and all the other people, do your research who's on Team Russia. It says, for I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man, none shall return in vain. So pursuing Isaiah 9, matter of fact, I'll grab it real quick. Isaiah 9:5 says, for every battle of the warriors with confused noise. So traditional battles, hand-to-hand combat, and garments rolled in blood. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. This particular war is not going to be like that. This war is going to be an arms race. It's going to be ICBM missiles being shot from opposing sides. It says Jeremiah 50:9 again, the latter half. It says, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man, none shall return in vain. So, very precise missiles. And the scriptures refer to America in Ezekiel 38:39 as the land of unwalled villages. So, in addition to us literally having no walls, no borders to protect us, that goes into a weak missile defense system too. So if you can see through the scriptures, like, the Lord explained it in Ezekiel 38. He explained it in Habakkuk, the 3rd chapter. The lake of fire. All these things sound like an overkill. Sounds like an overwhelming victory. That's what's coming to America. Overwhelming victory from the heavens. And a lot of bloodshed. A lot of, unaliving going on in the near future. This is Jeremiah 51:25 says, behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, saith the Lord, which destroy all the earth. Mountains represent kingdoms, government, people, and that destroying mountain is Esau, Edom. It says, and I will stretch out my hand upon thee and roll thee down from the rocks and will make thee a burnt mountain. So this the scripture is letting us know that the Lord is gonna shoot missiles at Esau, Edom. You know, they try to hide under these different nationalities, but you Russians are Edomites. You small hats, Amalek, you're Edomites. And the people running America today, you are Edomites. The Lord's going to have you shoot missiles at each other. But again, pursuing a prophecy, all the other lands are not going to experience what America is going to experience. And that's being completely destroyed by fire. The land not inhabitable again. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I love to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Chakodash, and double honors to my teachers, the head apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Lord willing, until next time, Shalom.